Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the TRRC. Before we start our proceedings for the day, may I ask our religious leaders to offer prayers, please. Imam C, you have the floor.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وإن تستفتحوا فقد يقول نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Shukran, Imam C. Bishop is on assignment. I'm sure we have his prayers and the blessings for our proceedings this morning. Council, is the witness ready for this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning to members of the audience and colleagues here present. The witness is here and is ready to proceed. May I ask the usher to bring him in, please?
I, Alage Martin,
I, Alage Martin,
do swear that
do swear that
I will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You may be seated, please. Good morning, General Martin.
Morning, Council.
Welcome to the TRRC.
Thank you very much for having me.
We have already met on several occasions. My name is Esa Mbaifal. I'll be leading your testimony. During your several meetings with the TRRC, you have been served with notices of adverse mention. Can you confirm that for the record?
Yes, correct.
You have also been given several warnings, including the fact that you have a right not to incriminate yourself. Could you confirm that for the record?
Correct.
In fact, you have signed a document indicating that you have been informed of all the allegations that have been made against you.
Correct, Council.
And that you have been informed also of your right not to incriminate yourself.
Correct, Council.
Do you have any reservations or disagreements as to how you have been treated by the staff of the TRRC during this process?
No, I don't have anything. It's quite okay, Council. Everything is okay.
Thank you very much. Before we start your testimony, I would wish to repeat certain warnings to you. The first and foremost is that you have a right not to incriminate yourself. But also, you cannot lie to the TRRC.
Correct.
If you lie to the TRRC, you have committed an offense and may be liable for prosecution. Do you understand?
I swear, Council.
Do you understand?
I understood.
Thank you. Also, you cannot refuse to answer questions asked by the Commission. But if in answering a question you would have to incriminate yourself, the Commission may grant you immunity with regards to the use of that answer that you would have given.
Correct.
We have explained this to you earlier. Do you understand?
Very well, Council.
Another important point that I need to explain is that persons who have been adversely mentioned have a right to apply for amnesty. But amnesty can only be recommended by the Commission on certain conditions. The most important one is that you have to be truthful in your account and also express remorse.
Correct.
If you are not truthful in your account, you would not be eligible for amnesty.
Absolutely.
For now, no, Council. I think it's very loud and clear.
Thank you. So let's start now. What are your full names, General?
I am Alage Martin.
What is your date of birth?
27 September 1964.
Where do you live?
I live in Old Yundum, Council.
What is your current rank in the military?
A Brigadier General.
Tell us briefly a bit about your biographical information, where you went to school, which schools you
Attended Bakau Primary School for a start. From there to Laterkunda Senior Secondary School. Upon finishing Laterkunda Senior Secondary School, then I was enlisted in the Zanal Mori.
Give us the year, please. Year of enlistment.
1982. I joined the Zanal Mori in 1982 under the command of the Senegalese commander, then, Trrc. Then from 82, we were there, went for our recruitment. After 6 months, we completed our recruitment, pass out, then start doing guard duties within the barracks at the time.
When you say you did your recruitment for 6 months, you mean your recruits training?
Yes.
For 6 months?
We did recruit training for 6 months. After our passing out, after 6 months, then we start doing guard duties within the barracks and outside.
And did you carry out any specialized training within the security forces?
Yes, indeed. I was sent in Turkey to pursue a commando training, a specialized training. Myself, Baji, and Jenna, that was in 1989.
Yourself, Baji, and who?
Yeah, Lieutenant Baji and Alassane Jenna.
Jenna?
Jenna, yes.
All right.
To pursue a commando training. So we were there for almost 1 year, 6 months. So after completing our commando training, we came back and then posted at the training wing, that is at the school in Bakau, to work with the Turkish Zanal Mori training team that was here by then to build up the commando unit at the time.
In July 1994, where were you posted?
July 1994, I was at Fayara Barracks by that time.
In which of the security forces were you working? At the time, of course, we had the police, the gendarmerie, or the TSG, as well as the army. Which branch of the security forces were you in?
We were the ones doing the internal security of this country at the time. That was the commando unit, which myself and Baji were in charge of. That is like what the paramilitary is now doing. That was our role and responsibility at the time. Doing patrol duties, VCP, checkpoints, escorting the former president on tours, on VIP escorts. Any VIP that was coming in this country, the commando unit was the one who will be assigned to take care of their security. So basically the internal security, stadium securities, and so on and so on. So these were basically the role of the commando unit, which myself and Baji with Jenna were in charge of at the time.
And the commando unit was within which force?
Yeah, within the Zanalmori.
But at that time, in 1994, there was no longer a gendarmerie.
Yeah, then that was when we have the tactical support group at the time.
So the commando unit was within the tactical, was part of the tactical support group?
Absolutely, absolutely, correct.
July 22nd, 1994, can you tell us a bit about that? What you did, where you were?
July 22nd, 1994, we were assigned by Commander Trrc. He was then the commander at the time. And the mission was for us to go to Denton Bridge and not to allow the soldiers to cross the bridge. Those were the instructions being given by Trrc at the time, that he was commanding officer.
Who commanded that operation? Who led that operation?
Suare led that operation.
Give us the hierarchy, the various components.
Yeah, Captain Suare, Amadou Suare led the operations with Bine Minte, who were the most senior officers at the time. Because by that time, I was a sergeant, with Jena too was a sergeant, and Baji was on leave at that time, so he was not on the ground then. So Suare led the operation at the time to move to the bridge and seal the bridge.
And could you tell us what happened after you did that?
Yes, we arrived at the bridge and then seal the bridge, do our ambush tactics, and everything was set up so that nobody comes in to Banjul.
As a commander, trained commander, were you satisfied with what you had established on the ground to prevent anybody penetrating to Banjul?
At the time, yes, we did.
The question is, were you satisfied? You as a commando?
Yes, I was satisfied at the time. At the time, I was satisfied.
So what happened?
Yes, then we were there at the bridge, waiting. Then suddenly, we saw a vehicle coming. So the vehicle was stopped, checked. That's where we saw Jeng. That is RSM Jeng was in that vehicle with one of his other colleagues. So he was asked to come out. I myself asked him to come out of the vehicle. He will not cross to Banjul, because the instruction was let no army officer cross to Banjul. So he was arrested and then parked at the next side of the station there, So he was asked to sit there and wait. So he was arrested and then asked to wait. So that's how the situation was.
Did you encounter any more soldiers?
No, at the time, after his arrest, no. Then, after his arrest, I asked the men, because by then, Suarez was not there at the time. So I was the one in front, at the front line. Then Bine was at far back around the arch. So I asked Jenna to wait. So let me just move to the police headquarters so that I can inform the officers there so that they can come and help us on the ground so that we can engage these people coming. By then, they were not yet in. It's only Jeng who was arrested. But we knew that these people were on the way coming. So I went to the police headquarters to inform the authorities there so that they can come on the ground, be with us at the bridge, so that we can engage, the mutineers, the people coming, the army. At the station, I met, Chongan was there as the Inspector General. I met Sala. Sala was, I think the permanent secretary, Sala. Two of them. And then I did talk to Chongan.
Which Sala are you talking about,
Sala,
being permanent secretary?
Yeah, he was the permanent secretary, I think, Interior or Defense at the time.
Which
Something
Sala is
Sala, is it? It's not OG, the other, the black Sala. I don't know the...
And where did you find him?
At the headquarters. I met him sitting with Chongan. So I then asked them to come out, let them come on, because there was nobody. No senior officer was on the ground at the time.
What time was this?
That was around 10 o'clock, between 10. So Chongan asked me to go back, himself and Sala. Let me not come back to the headquarters again. I then asked him, I even asked him, where is Pasala Jan? He said, let me not ask that question about Pasala's whereabouts.
At this stage, did you know what was happening?
Yeah, no, because, no, we don't know what was happening, because I went there for them to come out, because there was no officer on the ground. This is what has happened. So I believe I should go and then engage the officers, talk to them so that they can come and help us on the ground to engage the army.
Were you actually deployed by Banjul headquarters, or were you deployed by Fajara barracks?
Fajara barracks, but we were under the command of the headquarters.
You were under the command of Fajara barracks.
And both the AIG.
You were under the immediate command of Fajara barracks.
Correct.
Why didn't you go back to Fajara barracks?
To go back to Fajara barracks? No, by then we get the information that Fajara barracks already has been, captured at the time.
Why don't you speak chronologically?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be all over the place. It would be muddled. All right?
Yeah.
Did you go back to the bridge?
Yes, from the headquarters, I went back to the bridge.
And what happened there?
Yes, then Suarez showed up. Upon my return, Suarez showed up. And then he asked me where I'm from. I told him that I'm just from the headquarters to inform Chongan, let him come on the ground, because he was not there. But he told me that by then he went to, the Navy.
Let's focus on the important things. Mm-hmm. It is not so important that you told him that you went to Chongan. Let's tell us what happened at the bridge. Suarez, you went there, you found Suarez.
Yeah.
Did anything happen? Did any group of soldiers arrive there?
Of course. They arrived.
Who led them?
Yeah. They were led by Jame.
Which Jame are you
Yaya Jame. They were led by Yaya Jame.
What was his rank at the time?
Lieutenant.
Which officers did he come with?
With Edward Singate.
Just the two of them?
Yes, at the time, two of them.
How many soldiers?
And Kanyaleng Manso.
Kanyaleng Manso, yeah, what's his name? Captain Mamadou Sonko.
Sonko, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, they were there, yeah.
All right. How many soldiers did they come with?
Almost a company, 100 plus.
100 plus?
Yes.
How were they armed? How were they armed?
They were armed with RPGs, mortars, grenade launchers.
Were you scared of the weapons they had?
Not about being scared, but They were more armed than us.
The defenses that you had mounted, would it have been possible for them to just come and cross the bridge like that?
With those type of weapons that they were having, you can stop them. They have more arsenal than us.
I know.
Yeah, they have more arsenal than us. That was even the first time that people start seeing those type of arsenals at the time, Council.
Yeah. The question is, with the defenses that you had mounted, was it possible for them to easily cross the bridge?
Yes, it was very easy because after assessing their arsenal capabilities, Suare asked us not to fight. He said, we fight here, we are all going to die. Let us not use the syndrome of, the 81. That's what Suare told me.
So how did it happen? Explain the scenario, how it happened for you to surrender to the soldiers.
Yes, Suare went to engage them, like from the bridge towards Kamalo. They were around Kamalo. Suare went to meet them, talked to them, and then he came back and started talking to us.
What did he say to you?
Yeah, he said he already talked to them, but according to him, the arsenals that they are having, it was too much for us to match them. So let us not kill the men here. It's better for us to surrender to them. And that's how we surrendered and joined them.
When you surrendered and joined, who was leading the group from that point onwards?
Jame was leading.
What do you say to the suggestion that it was in fact Suare who was leading?
Come again, Council?
What would you say if I tell you that Suare was in fact the person leading? What would you say to that? Would it be true or would it be false?
No, Suare was there, but Jame was leading the team with Edu and other officers. They were the ones leading. But Suare was part of them too.
Was Suare leading or was he not leading?
No, Jame was leading.
So the suggestion that Suare was leading is false?
Jame was leading.
Okay, we leave it at that.
Yes, Jame was leading the group heading towards Banjul.
We leave it at that.
Yeah.
When you arrived in Banjul, can you tell us what happened before the dust settled?
Yes, we were marching towards Banjul. Upon arrival, we met Bine Minte at the Alage. So he too joined us together, just around the Christian graveyard.
So explain what you mean by joining them.
Yes, Bine was there with almost a platoon strength, about 30 men. So upon arrival, he just joined us. He joined us so that we start.
So it's not like just surrendering, right? It's
Yes.
like you switched sides. That is what happened. You changed sides from loyalist forces to mutineers.
No, not really, Council. Not really. We were together marching towards Banjul.
Together
Yeah.
with who?
With Jame.
With the mutineers, right?
Yes, yes.
And at that instant, you also became mutineers.
Not, but at that time, not. We were just going together because they didn't even trust us, and then we didn't trust them. We were just meeting for the first time. So we were marching towards Banjul without trusting each other.
But you were both groups were working together.
Absolutely.
For a common purpose.
No, going towards Banjul.
What was your purpose, you and your group?
To stop the army.
And you were stopping the army by joining them?
Oh, we tried to stop them, but because of their arsenals, we couldn't march them. So that's how Suare said, let's surrender. So that's how we really surrendered. Otherwise, we could have dealt with them and then we all died there. But Suare asked us not to fight.
Mr. Martin, listen to the question. The question is not whether you have surrendered.
Yes.
That has been established.
Yes.
The question is, after having surrendered,
Yes.
did you join the soldiers?
We joined together,
To be
marching towards Banjul.
Listen to the question. You cannot answer the question if you have not heard it. You joined together, correct?
Correct.
As one group, correct?
Correct.
With one purpose, correct?
Correct.
Which was to overthrow the government, correct?
No, not matter of overthrowing the government at the time. We were all going together. Because at that time, we didn't even know that they were going to overthrow. Because there were mutinies. They were just marching towards Banjul at the time.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's how it was. Not that really knowing that they are going to coup d'etat, no.
Are you
But-
serious about what you're saying?
I'm serious. Getting up to Banjul, that's the time around the State House. That's the time you know that it's coup d'etat. But all along we were told that they are mutinies. They are just heading towards Banjul
To do what in Banjul?
to go and see the authorities. That was the instructions. They didn't see a coup or they are going to coup. No. But later it changed.
At what stage did it change?
That is the time they arrived at the State House.
Explain how that change occurred.
Yes, because they surrendered. State House personnel surrendered. The State Guards personnel surrendered, and so they entered the State House. So we all entered. So and that's how it was captured.
At what stage did it become a coup?
When they knew that Jawara was out.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You want the commission to believe this testimony?
Oh, you don't believe that?
No.
Those are the instructions, not that they were doing a coup at that particular time, Council.
We are not talking about the instructions you were given before you left Fajara Barracks.
Yes, yes.
That is not what we are talking about. What we are talking about is at the point at the bridge,
Yes.
when you surrendered to these soldiers. Why did you surrender?
Yes.
Why did you surrender to them?
Yes, because they are assassins. We cannot match them, Council. We all going to die. That was the situation at the time.
So they were coming to fight.
Yes, they were
To
coming
fight for what?
to fight.
To fight for
to
what?
move to Banjul, to go to Banjul.
They were just coming to fight to go to Banjul.
To cross to Banjul at the time.
Just for the sake of crossing to Banjul.
At that time, at that particular time, they were fighting to go to Banjul. As I said, there was no particular instructions being given to us that they are going to coup d'etat at the time.
General Martin.
Yeah.
The soldiers led by Jame came to the bridge, correct?
Correct, Council.
And they told all the gendarmerie present there that they are going to overthrow the government, correct?
No, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. Suare didn't say that. We didn't even have those even push and pull. It's only Suare who asked us to stand down. And then we joined them heading towards Banjul. That was how the situation was at the time, Council.
What were they going to do in Banjul?
Yes.
What were they going to do in Banjul?
To the State House. They were going to the State House.
Do what?
At the State House?
Yes, to
Take
do
over
what?
to take over the State House.
When did you realize that?
The time we were at the State House, entering the State House.
The question is, from the bridge, when you surrendered, you were marching with these people, correct?
Correct. We were together.
To go where?
To march to Banjul, to the
For
State
what,
House.
for what purpose?
Yeah.
For what purpose?
Going to the State House, to take over the State House.
When did you realize this?
The time we were heading towards the State House.
So you were going there to do a coup d'etat, correct?
Yes.
Why did it take you all this long to accept that point?
No, it didn't take me long. I'm just telling you how the status quo was. We were not briefed that they were going to coup d'etat. No.
General Martin, you knew well before you arrived in Banjul that this was going to be a coup d'etat.
No. We were not briefed like that.
I am not talking about what you were briefed.
Yeah.
I am talking about what you knew.
Council, no. At the time, no.
So you were just blindly following these soldiers?
Yes, we were together, going together, marching towards Banjul.
Blindly, not knowing what
Yeah.
they were going to do, not
Yes,
knowing what was their purpose.
At the time, yes, up to the arch. That's where we know that they are going to, take over.
Okay, fair
Yes,
enough.
at the arch.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. And you went along with them, correct?
Yes, we are together.
You went along with them to carry out a coup d'etat.
Exactly, we were together.
No, the question is not whether you were together. The question is, you went together with them to carry out a coup d'etat.
Yes, we were together, Council.
To carry out a coup d'etat.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. It would only be helpful, beneficial, if you listen to the question and you answer to the question.
Yeah, correct.
All right?
Yeah. Okay.
Since that coup d'etat, you became a permanent fixture at State House until you were forced removed in 2000 thereabout.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
In fact, you were protection officer for Jame, correct?
I was. As his close protection.
And a lot of the time you were with him.
Correct, Council.
And many of the things that Jame would do, you would be present.
Not every time.
But you would be present when a lot of the things, when he carried out a lot of his official duties.
No, only on security matters. He goes to his office, we are outside, securing him. Finish work, escort him back to his house, and then we take up our position to take care of the State House.
In fact,
yes,
the first few months of the coup, you resided permanently with him.
Yes, I was with him.
Almost all the time?
Yes, I was with him throughout. Since during the takeover, we were staying together at the State House. I stayed in the State House almost 6 months.
In fact, you were one of the closest people to Jame at the time.
No, at the time, not me. A lot of people were close to Jame.
You were one of the closest.
Yeah, I was there as his protection officer.
Listen to the question. I'm not saying you were there.
Yeah.
That is obvious. You've accepted that.
Yeah, exactly.
The question is, you were one of the closest to Jame.
Correct.
The answer is either yes or no.
Yes.
Good, thank you.
Yes.
And a lot of the things that happened at State House during that time, you would be aware of.
Yeah, correct, Council.
Previously, we had discussed that we would call you again to discuss other issues concerning Jame.
Correct.
Do you recall that?
Correct.
Today, we would want to discuss mainly the allegations against you as we have them at the moment.
Correct, Council.
And the first is the issue of the unlawful arrest and inhuman treatment of Sana Sabali
Correct.
and Sadibu Haidara. It's point 3.1 of the document you have.
Correct.
We would also discuss the torture of Sana Sabali, Sadibu Haidara, and Babu Karsanya.
Correct.
At the NIA, 2 occasions at least. We would also discuss the torture of Sana Sabali and Sadibu Haidara at several locations at Mile 2 and at the NIA premises.
Correct.
We would also discuss the allegations concerning the several methods of torture that were meted out on Sana Sabali and Sadibu Haidara, which culminated into the death of Sadibu Haidara.
Correct.
We will also discuss the torture of military officers and also some civilians in connection with the 2006 aborted Ndurcham plant coup.
Correct.
In particular, torture of Bunja Dabo, Captain Wasa Kamara, Yaya Dabo, Tamsir Jase, Faring Sanyang, and a host of other military and civilians, military personnel and civilians.
Correct.
Good. So, but before we do that, let us discuss November 11. Were you present at State House on the night of November 11?
Yes, I was at the State House.
Can you tell us what happened there at night when council members arrived there?
Yes, council members were there preparing to go and then cross the coup plotters, the people who were ready to take over.
Do you know whether Yaya Jammeh had any conversation with the council members or the soldiers who were to go and participate in this activity?
No, he counseled the council members before their departure, talked to them that they must cross the people before they arrive.
And what do you understand that to mean?
To make sure they deal with the coup plotters.
And what does that involve? Dealing with them? What does to crush them? What does that involve?
To make sure they go and then deal with them, attack them before they attack us at the State House.
Did he say that the coup plotters were to be killed?
Obviously.
That is what you and the others understood from what
yes,
he said?
He asked the council members to cross them. Yes.
What I'm driving at is, when Yaya Jammeh said that, what did you understand from his statement? Was it just to foil the coup, or was it to kill the coup plotters? What did you understand?
Yes, to deal with them, to cross them, so that they will not come and attack us at the State House. They are coup plotters. They were ready to come attack us at the State House.
Listen to the question.
I'm getting the question, Council.
Listen to the question. When Yaya Jammeh said, cross the coup plotters, what did you understand him to mean? Did you understand him to mean go and end the coup or go and kill the plotters? What did you understand?
Yeah, for me, it's to go and deal with them, to kill them.
Exactly.
Yes, to deal with them.
So who gave the order to kill the coup plotters?
Jammeh gave those directives to Sabali and the crew, the council members.
Or order?
Yes, those are directives that he asked them to go and cross them, to deal with them.
Does the military operate on directives or it operates on orders?
Orders, yes.
What did he give? Was it a directive or was it an order?
Yes, either way, directives or orders per se. But yes, same.
Would you agree that it was an order?
Yes, those were an order.
Okay. So the order was to kill the coup plotters?
To deal with them, yeah, cross them.
I want you to listen carefully to the questions. If you don't listen
to kill them. Council, yes.
What order did Jammeh give? What did you understand?
Yeah, that's what I could understand. He asked Sabali, who was then the head of the team, to go and cross them, to deal with them.
And to kill them?
Yes. Because they were ready to come and then kill us.
Which council members were present? Which council members were present?
Sadibu Haidara was there. Edward Singate was there, and Yankuba Ture.
And these are the people who went and later foiled the coup?
Correct.
When next did you see them?
The following morning, when they arrived, jubilating.
And what were they jubilating about?
Yes, about the victory of stopping them not to take over.
Were they also jubilating the killing of their colleagues?
Yes, at the time. Yes, they were jubilating.
Listen to the question.
That's what I said. They were jubilating.
We agree they were jubilating.
Yes.
The question is, were they also jubilating the killing of their colleagues?
Not per se the killing, but the victory, that they stopped them.
By killing them?
Yes, by killing them, of course.
And that's what they were celebrating?
Correct.
Good. So November 11 is out of the way. Now let's talk about Sana Sabally. November 11, Sana Sabally was what position?
He was then the vice chairman.
And he led the November 11 operations on the field, correct?
Yes, he led the November 11.
Subsequently, come February 1995, tell us what happened to him.
Yes, we were given directives that he wants to take over the country. So let us arrest him. Those were the orders.
And then what happened?
Yes, that he is heavily harmed, coming, so he needs to be arrested. And we did that arrest.
You waylaid him and arrested him, correct?
Yes, we arrested him.
And what happened after he was arrested?
Yes, he was arrested and then taken to Mile 2.
In the process of arresting him, or after he was arrested, was he beaten?
Yes, during the period of the arrest, he was beaten.
By who?
By all of us. I was there, Musa Jame was there, Almamo Mane was there, Alfaba was there, Kor was there at the time, with some other members, guards.
So you participated in the beating?
Yes, we did. Because he was trying to resist arrest at the time. Once to use his explosive, that's where we pinned him down. And then he was arrested.
But that is not true.
It's true, Council. We were there, we were on the ground.
That is not true.
I am telling you, we were on the ground, Council. That's true. That's how we stopped Sana. We all know Sana. It was tough. Even the chairman has to tell us that he doesn't want to hear any gunshot. Because it was a working day. I can remember. He said, no gunshot. I tell Musa Jame that this is going to be a very, very difficult mission. To stop Sabally without gunshot. But we tried, and he was arrested without gun being shot. Because the civilians were there at the State House. We were all working. It was on a Friday. And that's how he was arrested.
He was arrested as he was in the corridor,
walking corridor, coming out in his office, going out.
Walking towards Jame's office.
Yes, because
right?
It's the same corridor.
At that place, nobody would carry grenades. Would anybody carry
Sana
grenades?
was all the time with grenades, Council. During 94, Sana, everybody who knows Sana, arms with grenades, launchers, everybody carried grenades at the time. I am telling you, 1994, every officer will carry grenades. I'm not telling you even Sana. That's how the status quo was. That's how the situation was at the time.
Are you saying that Sana walked around with grenades at State House?
Everywhere. Not even at the State House. Sana was everywhere.
What do you say to the suggestion that Sana had only his sidearm?
Wrong. I can tell you 100% wrong. Sana was throughout fully armed.
Who supervised that arrest?
Musa Jame supervised the arrest.
What do you say to the suggestion that that arrest was supervised by Edward Singate?
Edward was there. Edward was there.
And where was Sana arrested?
In the corridor. He was arrested in the corridor.
Do you recall telling the investigators that Sana was arrested in his own office?
No, at the door. At the door. That was his office, his corridor. We beat him on his door, at the door. And that's where he was arrested. And then dragged outside. That was just at the door.
What if I tell you that all other witnesses say that Sana was arrested at the corridor leading to Jame's office?
Counsel, I'm telling you, Sana was arrested at the corridor.
Which corridor?
This corridor, heading towards Jame's office. That's how the corridor is. That's where he was arrested.
Okay. What we would do is we would give you a piece of paper. All right?
Yeah.
During the break, you would do us a sketch of where is Sana's office and where is Jame's office.
No, it's just up and down.
No, just hear me
No need
out.
of, it's just matter of up and down, Counsel.
Exactly.
Jame is up, Sana is at the second floor.
Okay, where was Sana arrested? Was
In
it?
the second floor, at this corridor.
But every other witness said, including Sana himself, said he was arrested at Jame's office, at the corridor to Jame's office.
No, heading towards Jame's office. The corridor links to Jame's office, Counsel.
No, the corridor...
The corridor links to Jame's office. I am telling you.
The corridor cannot lead to Jame's office because they are on different levels.
No, the corridor is there. There is a link. You walk through, going to Jame's office. That's how the corridor is. That's how the State House is.
General Martin.
Yes.
You have an obligation to speak the whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Absolutely.
It is understandable if a person cannot remember or something. But it is not understandable that a person can come here and lie.
And lie. Absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
You started off by saying that he was arrested from his own office. He was on his chair.
No.
That's how you started.
No, Counsel. No.
Okay.
I didn't say that. No.
Okay, we would...
At this door.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now you saying it is at his door.
Yeah.
I am telling you that Sana himself...
He will say that.
No.
That's what he said.
Sana himself said he was arrested at the corridor of walking towards Jame's office where the guards to Jame's office are stationed.
Wrong.
Okay? Edward Singate.
That is his statement.
Okay. Demba Njai gave testimony. He said Sana was arrested at the corridor leading to Jame's office where the guards are stationed. Same spot.
No, Demanjai. Maybe that is his statement. I am telling you where we arrested Sana. I'm telling you my own statement, Counsel. This is it.
You are wrong.
Oh, Counsel. Counsel, that's where Sana was arrested.
You have sent us a response to the allegations. And here, this is what you said. Since we thought that the operation could be dangerous or even bloody by possible exchange of fire, we then organized the men, including some from guards of Edward Singate. Just after he and some bodyguards went to his office,
Yes,
it was then we came out and went straight to his office. I remember we found him just about to come out of his office.
Yeah, that is the door. That is where? At the corridor. Yes.
We entered the office. Listen. Sabali started moving and shouting.
Yes, that is at the door of the office. We met him at the door of the office. He already opened the office coming out. That's where we met Sabali. Outside, at the door.
You entered the office?
Yes, at the door of the office. That's where we met him.
You see, this is written by you.
Yes, at the office there, at the door, Counsel. That's what I'm saying.
Did you enter the office or did you not enter the office?
Yes, we entered just at the door. We met him, just open the door. That is all.
Okay.
Yes.
We won't labor the point.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
So he was arrested at a different level from where Jame is.
Yes.
Sana's story is different. He was not arrested there.
But that's what Sarah is saying, Counsel. Okay. But this is what I know. I was there with these people.
Dembanjai said Sana was not arrested at his office. He was arrested at Jame's level.
No.
So those are not true.
No, Dembanjai, no, it's not true. It's not true.
Njai Ponkal,
It's not true.
Babukar Njai,
Yes?
also said something different from what you have said.
Maybe, Njai, that's not true.
Okay.
That's where we arrested him.
Okay, let's agree to come back to this point.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
But Sabali was not arrested at a point when he was trying to kill Jame. True or false?
Yes, he was going there. True.
Is it true that Sabali was not, at the time of his arrest, trying to kill Jame?
No, he was going towards Jame.
Listen to the question.
Yes.
If you don't listen to the question, you cannot answer it.
I'm listening, Counsel, very clearly.
Okay. After the break, we will come back to this. I would play a video of Jame for you, wherein he explained what happened. But let me just paraphrase what he said. Jame said he was sitting in his office. Sabali and Haidara walked in and pointed their guns at him. Is that true or that is false?
I can't remember. I can't remember that.
No. Don't dodge the question. No. Don't dodge the question.
No,
the question,
I'm not dodging. I'm not dodging.
Listen. You said Sabali was arrested at the door of
at his corridor,
office.
the corridor's office. Yes, his corridor's office.
And Sabali is on which level?
The second floor.
And Jame is on which level?
The third floor.
So they are on different floors?
Yes, different floors, but connected. The floors are connected.
Okay. Well, there must be staircase.
Yes.
Okay, and the connection is the staircase?
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
So Sabali was arrested on Sabali's floor?
Yes, on Sabali's floor. Yes.
So he was not arrested on Jame's floor?
Jame's floor, no, on Sabali's floor.
So when Jame said Sabali walked into his office with Haidara and pointed guns at him in his own office, that would be false, isn't it?
I could not, no. Could not. And it's not true.
What is not true?
Yes.
What is not true?
If at all he said that.
Are you suggesting, okay, first let's get it straight.
Yeah.
What Jame is alleged to have said is false?
Yeah. You said Jame said that. That's what he said.
Yes. And
Yes,
would that be
said,
true or would that be false?
Because I wouldn't know. But I can tell you that Sabali was arrested in the second floor. That's what I can tell you.
Are you afraid to sit before the TRRC and say Jame lied? Are you afraid to do that?
If he lies, I will tell you that he lied. Of course. If he lied, I will not afraid to tell you that he lied.
Okay,
Counsel.
so we would come back to
Of
that.
course.
I'll play the video for you,
Yeah, okay.
and you would see it, and you would tell us whether Jame was speaking the truth or whether he lied.
Correct.
Do you know what happened to Sana Sabali afterwards, after all these things happened? What happened to him?
He was taken to mile 2.
And afterwards?
Yes, afterwards, he was then taken to court martial.
And what happened to him?
And after he was released, after his court martial.
No, he wasn't released. He was sentenced.
No, he was sentenced.
For
And
9
after
years.
release.
And do you recall what the allegations were?
I can't recall.
You carried out the investigations, didn't you?
Which investigations?
Of Sana Sabali.
Yes, on 2 occasions. He was with the NSS.
Listen.
Only on 2 occasions. That the NSS were there in charge of their case, their situation with Haidara. Not me.
You carried out investigations.
Yes, on 2 occasions.
Into the activities of Sabali.
Absolutely, on 2 occasions.
You did some investigations regarding Sabali.
On 2 occasions, yes, Council.
Okay. And during that investigations, what were you looking for?
Yeah, for those who were in his plan.
What plan?
Of the coup d'etat, of the coup.
What coup?
Yeah, he was alleged that he wants to take over. Yes, that's why he was arrested.
So he was not arrested because he pointed guns at Jammeh?
He was alleged a coup. That's why Sabali was arrested, Council.
Do you know what he was eventually charged with? You don't know?
I don't know.
So when he was arrested, you said from outside just at the door of his office, he was beaten by yourself, Man Lafikor, Alma Momane, and to Musa Jammeh, you said.
Yeah.
Correct? Do you...
He was recently arrested, that's why he was forced to be arrested.
But you beat him?
Yes.
That was wrong?
If somebody is recently arrested.
So you would beat the person?
Yes.
And that is the modus operandi of the force you worked with at the time?
No, at the time, if somebody is accused and you want to arrest him, he is receiving arrest. Council, you have to force him to be arrested.
Yes, but did you have to beat him?
Yes. If he wants to overcome you, you have to deal with him.
And by dealing with him, you'd have to beat him?
At that time, yes.
At that time?
Yes, at that time.
So that is that was acceptable behavior at the time?
At that time, yeah. At that time, the status quo was so tense that somebody alleged for a coup, you have to deal with the individual, especially when he wants to resist arrest, Council. At that time, that's how the status quo was at the time.
So, who took Sabali to Mile 2?
Musa Jammeh, a lot of people. Musa Jammeh was there, Almamo was there, I was there, Edward was there.
Which Edward?
Edward Singate.
So, how about Haidara? Where was Haidara arrested?
Yeah, I don't know. We just arrested Sabali at the State House. But for Sadibu's arrest, because Sabali's office was out, Sadibu's office was outside the State House.
But these two individuals were arrested almost at the same time?
No. We arrested Sabali alone at the State House. His office is there. Who arrested, Haidara? We don't know. Maybe there is another team that wait for him. But our team arrested only Sada at the State House, where his office is. The time of arrest was Sana. Haidara was not there. He was not there at the time.
We would come back to this at a later stage. If you've forgotten, if you've forgotten, say you've forgotten.
Yes.
No, but remember, you have a duty to be truthful.
Of course, Council.
Okay. Sana was taken to prison.
Yeah.
Was Sana taken to prison alone, or was he taken with Sadibu?
The time we were going to Mile 2 is only Sana. We went with Sana. Other people came with Sadibu, but our team went with...
At the same time or at different times?
Maybe at different time. It was not the same.
That's your testimony?
That's my testimony, at different time.
Okay. So now Sana has been deposited or dropped off at the Mile 2 prison. Did you see him again?
I did. even the same day, in the evening.
Tell us what happened.
Yes. The chairman asked me to make a follow-up. He gave me orders to make a follow-up investigation on Sana. So I went there to make that follow-up investigation.
And what did you understand this follow-up investigation to mean?
Yes, to make sure we find out those who are in his plan.
And at this stage, what did you understand his plan to be?
Yes, he refused to talk.
At this stage,
he was questioned and he refused to talk.
by the time you got to Sana, what did you understand his plan to be?
No, I wouldn't know, only to go and question him. Those were the orders given to me, to go and then find out those who are in his plan. That was all. So I have to go with the team to go and then try to find out.
Tell us who you went with.
Yes, I was there. Almamo was there. Musa Jame was there. That is the first investigations on him. The NSS then, some of them were there at the time.
Where did you find him?
Yes, in the cells.
Which cells?
The cell that he was,
Where?
no, security wing number 2 or so. Because by that time, we don't even know the security numbers. We just put them in a cell. It was not even numbered.
So,
Yes, but we find him in the cells.
on the first occasion you went there,
Yes.
tell us who you went with.
Musa Jame was there. Almamo Mane was there. Ndur, one Omar Ndur was there at the time. And then other officers from the army. But I do know Musa Jame was there, Almamo was there, I was there myself to carry out the investigations on him.
Manlafi Kaur, was he there?
Yes, Manlafi Kaur was there. Manlafi was there.
Pamodu Sar, was he there?
No, Pamodu was not there. Pamodu, maybe the second time. That's where Senghor was. But for the first investigation, yes, it was the team that I've just said. But the second team was where Pamodu was, with Senghor, Ndur, and others were in that team. That was the second follow-up. That's the time he mentioned Sanyang. The time he mentioned Sanyang, the first day. Unfortunately, Sanyang was arrested in Yundum, and then he was there.
This first day, when you went with Almamo, Musa Jame, Manlafi Kaur, and Ndur, what did you go with? What did you carry with you?
Weapons, our weapons.
Did any one of you carry a hammer?
No, I can't remember. Hammer? We were having our weapons. At that time, you don't carry hammer, you carry weapons. You were on first line ammo every time. Everybody was on your first line ammo.
I understand that.
Yes.
A hammer is not part of the toolkit of a soldier.
No. Cancel.
So if you carried a hammer, you would have remembered.
Yeah.
Did you carry a hammer? Did any one of you carry a hammer?
I can't remember anyone carrying a hammer during those investigations. Hammer? No.
What do you say to the suggestion that you carried a hammer?
No, I did not. It's a lie. It's not true.
Chongan, Ibrahim Chongan, you know him. He said you guys carried a hammer.
Chongan is lying. It's a lie.
Sirif Gomez.
Chongan started even during, the 25th. He said 26, I was there. And I was not there. That's where even Chongan, you started lying. He said I was there, part of the people torturing, the detainees then.
Which
for the 26th. Which I was not there.
Which detainees?
The detainees at the Mile 2 prison. Chongan said that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, no, he did. He said that during his testimony. Where I was torturing Mama Cham and other. He did.
No, he didn't.
He did. He did. He did say that I was part of it.
All right.
And I was not part of it. Chongan said that.
Let me tell you the allegations that the commission has the allegations of which you were informed. Okay. Chongan said Alage Martin was carrying a big hammer when they went to torture Sana Sabali. You say that is false?
That's false.
RSM Jeng also said you came with a hammer and an electrical equipment. That
False.
too is
100% false.
Sirif Gomez also said you guys came with an electrical equipment.
100% false.
Abdullah Dabo also said you guys came with an electrical equipment.
100% false.
Sana Sabali said you guys came with an electrocution machine.
Yeah.
That too is false.
100% false.
He said you guys came with a hammer. That too is false.
False.
So all of them who have testified on this,
yes, that hammer,
have said that you came with a hammer and an electrocution machine,
yeah,
and all of them are lying.
They are lying. A very big lie. Call the prison officers and find out. Find out.
We would hear prison officers.
Yes, find out from the prison officers.
When you went there, what did you do with Sana?
Yes, we questioned him.
And what else?
Yes, only questioning.
Was he tortured?
He was beaten.
Was he tortured?
He was beaten. He was beaten, board struck, slapped. All those things have been done to him.
And that
because he refused to talk.
And that amounts to torture, isn't it?
Well, he was beaten mercilessly. Yes, I can say that. Yes, by our hands beaten.
Okay. You are satisfied to call it beating.
Yes.
But you would not call it torture.
No, no.
It's not torture.
It's not torture. It
as
was
far
beaten,
as you're
yes.
concerned.
For me, yes, it was beaten.
You were also asking him questions.
Yes.
And if he didn't answer the way you wanted, he would be beaten.
No, not the way we wanted. We'll ask him questions, and then we want to get the answer from him. But he was refusing to give us the answers.
So, and then what would you do?
Yeah, we beat him. Yes.
May I inform you, the second time, that this is in fact the classic definition of torture? What do you say?
Beating?
Yes.
As you wish. But beating, we do beat. Even in the stations we beat. We beat everywhere. You beat council, you know. You ask questions and then he refuses. You have to beat. Even in schools, we beat. Is it torture? Per se? So this is the situation.
Alage, we are laughing at this. Not because what you're saying is not serious.
Yes, I'm just telling you, we beat him.
But this is very, very serious. Mm-hmm. And this is the reason of the TRRC.
Yeah, exactly.
It is that culture of violating the rights of people which we want to end.
Yeah. But those things happen.
Just imagine, General,
yeah.
You are seated there today. If we had people standing around, kicking and slapping you for every answer you give me that I don't like, how would you feel?
I would not feel fine with that, of course. Nobody feels fine with that.
How would your family feel?
As I said, nobody feels fine with that.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this is a culture.
We were doing it, but it's not our wish to do that at the time, Council.
It was wrong.
It was the situation.
It was wrong.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely wrong.
Good. Good.
Absolutely wrong, 100%.
So that was not...
And I ask forgiveness on that.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is the spirit. This is the way to go.
Yes.
Let us not try to package things in a way that would be acceptable in our heads.
Absolutely.
Let's just speak the truth, the absolute truth.
Yes, definitely, 100% wrong.
It is only the truth that shall set you free.
Absolutely.
And it is only by getting the truth shall our never again be meaningful.
Well, of course.
So let's all work on that objective.
Indeed, very well.
Right. So Sana was tortured.
He was beaten, yes.
Okay.
He was beaten.
I would leave it at that. I won't burden you with a definition of what is torture.
Yeah.
All right? You said, according to your own words, he was beaten
He was
mercilessly.
beaten. Yeah, yes.
Mercilessly.
Yeah, he was beaten.
Do you agree he was beaten mercilessly?
Yes, he was beaten mercilessly. I agree.
By you, Manlafikor?
Manlafikor was there. Yes, Noor was there.
Almamo Mane?
Yes, Almamo Mane, Musa Jame.
Musa Jame?
Yes.
Okay. And all of you were sent by Yaya Jame?
Of course.
And your
this was an instruction. Order.
Were you ordered to also beat Sana?
We were ordered to interrogate Sana.
And what did you understand interrogation to mean?
Yes. To go and find out. To interrogate.
And did you understand at the time that beating was part of interrogation?
Yes, at that time, no.
I don't understand. What is your answer?
At that time, when we ask you, you refuse to talk. At that time, counsel, you'll be beaten.
So,
that's how the situation was.
I understand that.
If anybody by that time, you are alleged of something at that time, and then you refuse to talk, you must be beaten till the time that they might feel that now is enough, and then there is no evidence against you, then you'll be released. But that's how the situation was at the time, counsel.
I am happy that you have explained the situation, what the situation was at the time.
Absolutely.
What I want to drive at, because you've used this important word, that you must be beaten.
Yeah.
That is very significant. The question I have for you is, was beating part of what you people understood interrogation to mean? That they ask you questions and beat you, and then...
No, if you are asked questions, and that was how the situation was, counsel, at the time. So it was the circumstances at the time. By then, levy number has happened. Coups and counter coups was the order of the day. It was tough.
So beating was an integral part of
the time.
Interrogation?
Yeah, by that time.
By that time?
Yes.
And all of you operated on that understanding?
That status quo, of course.
And that was your modus operandi?
Yeah, that was everybody.
So whosoever was interrogated was also beaten?
Beaten.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So for Sana Sabali, this wasn't the last time you met him?
Absolutely. Or the second time.
You came back, so
Again.
the first time, did you get all the information you wanted?
Never. Only he mentions Sanyang.
And what did he say about Sanyang?
That Sanyang was with him. That's what he said.
Sanyang was with him where?
In his house.
And as a result of that, what did you do?
Yeah. Then Sanyang was arrested in Yundum. Because he said Sanyang was part of it.
By who?
By Butu and the British police in Yundum. They brought the Sanyang at Mile 2 prison.
At Mile 2.
Yes.
And when did you get this information?
Yeah, that was the day, the day we follow up. Then we deal with, the second day, that was the second time that we deal with Sanyang.
So the second day you went back to Mile 2?
Exactly, exactly.
Who did you go with?
Yeah, Senghor was there. Dur was there.
Senghor, is he known by any other name?
Yeah. He's Assassin. His other nickname is Assassin.
Good. So it's Assassin, Lamin Senghor Assassin?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's yourself?
Yes.
And who else?
Omar Ndur was there.
Omar Ndur?
Yes. Man Lafi was there.
Man Lafikor?
Yes, Man Lafikor
who
was
else?
there. I can't remember.
Pamodu Sar?
Yes, Pamodu Sar, because I watched his testimony. Yeah, Pamodu Sar was
How
there.
about Almamo and Musa Jame?
No,
were they there this time?
No, it was Almamo, not Musa.
Okay. All right. So at this stage, what happened when you got to Mile 2?
Yes, we went there, and then still the follow-up. And then still Sabali was not ready to come out. We continue with Sanyang.
Let's start with Sabali. What did you do to Sabali?
Again, still on the follow-up.
And what does the follow-up entail?
Yes, to find out still who are those in his plan.
And this time around, how was he treated?
Still, he refused to talk. He was still beaten.
By who?
Yes, by the team.
All of you.
Yes, the team, yes.
Who led the team?
I led the team.
You directed their activities?
Yes, I led the team.
You directed their operations?
Yes, I led the team.
So you presided over the torture of Sana Sabali?
Yes, beating of Sana Sabali.
Okay.
Yes.
We accept that.
Yes.
Your definition is just beating.
Beating, yes.
Okay. Did you do anything to him apart from physically beat him?
Never, nothing else. That's where it stops. That was the second time.
Could you tell us about the nylon bags?
No. Nylon bags was, I can remember that for Sanyang. It happens with Sanyang.
And it did not happen to Sabali?
No, it doesn't happen to Sabali.
What if I tell you that Sabali said you used nylon
but he
bags?
Said, he will say it. But I am giving my testimony. I'm telling you, Sabali was never. Sabali was just beaten. He was beaten.
So why do you choose to use nylon bags on Sanyang? Because you want him to answer questions, but not on Sabali, who also you want him to answer questions?
Yeah, no, it was different. I could remember it was just that the boys used it on Sanyang. I don't know why they didn't use it on Sabali. I don't know why. But I just see it on Sanyang. On Sanyang investigation, I just saw it.
Did you direct the use of the plastic bag?
Never. I didn't direct. No.
Over Sanyang?
No, I didn't direct. I just used it over him, but I didn't direct.
Did you order the use of the plastic on Sanyang?
Never. I didn't order. We were using our weapons, obstructing, beating. We use weapons. Council. At that time, we only use weapons. We obstruct, we'll hit you,
but
we'll slap you, we'll kick you. That was how the modus operandi was.
But you
at that
also,
time.
Yes, I accept.
Really.
I accept that.
Yes.
I accept that. So the issue now for us is no longer whether the persons were beaten.
Yes.
The issue now is whether other methods of torture were used on them.
So it's only I saw, if I could remember, only that method that they use on Sanyang. Apart from that, I've never seen any other method.
What if I tell you that Pamodu Sar was present there, as you have acknowledged, and he said that you directed that the plastic bag be used also on Sana?
No. I would never remember that.
He also said that the plastic bag was in fact used on Sana.
No, I never remember that.
You never remember?
Never.
Now, how about Sadibu Haidara?
No, Sadibu. I said, Sadibu, we are not dealing with Sadibu. I was directly taxed on Sana, not Sadibu. At all, Council. It was Musa Jame and others who were dealing with Sadibu, not me. My tax was only on Sana. Go and investigate Sana. And those were the instructions being given to me by the chairman.
So,
yes,
you admit beating Sana?
Of course.
But you deny beating Sadibu?
I didn't. If I did, I would tell you.
But you are the head of the team.
Not me alone. As I said, the remind wing, find out from the prison officers.
Who was the head of the team that was sent to Mile 2?
Different teams. I have a team. Musa Jame will have his team. Almamo goes with a team. I have my team, of course.
So you had 3 teams?
Yeah, exactly.
And each team would be working on somebody?
On somebody, yes.
And they wouldn't be working on that person at the same time or together?
That's how it was.
So you had 3 separate teams?
Absolutely. That's how it was.
And would you
Musa Jame will go with his team if he is going to investigate. Almamo will go with his team when he is going to investigate. And then I would go with my team at the time. That's how the investigation was conducted there at the time. Especially 2 with the RSS officers joining.
And how many times did the teams go?
No, it depends.
Would you say many times?
No, for me, only 2 occasions.
That is your team?
Yes, my team.
Only 2 occasions?
Only 2 occasions, yeah.
Okay. Did your team work that? Did you have Almamo and Musa Jame in your team?
That was the first day we were together.
But after that
After, yes, we have a separate team.
you had separate
teams.
So
Yeah,
Almamo had his own
team.
Musa Jame had his own team,
yes.
and you had your own
Absolutely,
team.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So then let's go back to the first day. The first day, it was only one team.
Yeah, because we were all there.
And who was the leader of that team?
Musa Jame was my senior at the time.
The question is,
Musa Jame,
the question is, who was the leader of that team?
I was the leader.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. So
was the
you,
leader.
as the leader of that team, you directed the activities of that team.
Correct.
That day, who did you see?
Sana Sabali.
Did you see Sadibu Haidara?
No. Only Sana.
All the witnesses we've had on this said you and your team, you saw both Sadibu and Sana.
No, I didn't see Sadibu. I just see Sana. It was Musa Jame's team and Almamo's team.
We are now talking about the first day.
Yes, the first day. Yes.
First day you said it was only one team.
One team, yes.
And you were the leader of that team.
Yes, I was there, and Musa Jame and Almamo. As I said, Musa Jame too was there. I was not alone during that time, the first day.
Okay.
But the second day, I was alone with my team.
Okay. First day, the team comprised of yourself, Musa Jame, Almamo, Manda Fikor,
Yes, yes. Mix.
Nur,
Yeah,
and
mix.
all right?
Lot of
And you
people.
were the leader of that team. That's you said.
Yeah.
And you said that there was no other team that went to Mile 2 that day.
No,
It was just that.
only that team.
And you were the leader of the team,
course, correct.
established.
Exactly.
Okay. So you said that the team only saw Sana Sabali
Yes, that day.
that day.
That day.
I am putting it to you that all other witnesses said the team, your team, the team led by you, saw Sadibu Haidara, and he was tortured.
No, it was Musa Jabe's team. As I said, that was the second day. That was the second day, Council.
I understand what
Yes,
you're saying.
yes.
You are saying second day,
Yes,
Musa Jame's team
Yes.
dealt with Sadibu Haidara.
yes.
Now we are talking about the first day.
First day?
Yes. Was Sadibu Haidara dealt with at all?
I cannot remember. If my memory serves me well. If it might be, but I can't recall properly for Sadibu.
The allegation is that you also, together with that team, under your leadership, tortured Sadibu Haidara on that
I
day.
can't remember.
You cannot remember.
I can't remember. If my memory, yes.
General,
Yes.
you and Sadibu had a long history. Is that
course.
not correct?
Very correct.
How can you not remember whether you have touched
Sadibu?
Sadibu or not?
No.
How can you not
can't.
remember?
I can't. If I do, Council, I will tell you.
Is this selective memory? You don't want to recall that fact?
No,
Because
not
of your
selective memory.
relationship?
No, I don't do selective memory. No, Council, no. If I remember, I will tell you that it happened. But for Sadibu, I can't remember. I am telling you. It might happen. Musa Jame was there. As I said, different teams were coming to that area, Council. That's how the prison was.
I agree with
Yes,
what you
really,
said.
really.
Just listen. Let's not confuse the issues. You said you went on 2 days.
Yes,
On the first day, you went as one group,
yes, Council.
and that was under your leadership.
Yes,
And you met Sana.
yes,
That day, did you and your group meet Sadibu?
Sadibu. I can't remember. It might happen, but I can't remember.
So you have a very long relationship with Sadibu. Both
Correct.
of you were in the gendarmerie.
Correct,
He was your senior.
correct.
You worked together.
Exactly.
And you cannot remember
That's what I'm saying, Council. If I do, I will tell you that it happened with Sadibu. No. I can't remember dealing with Sadibu. Beating him. If I do, I will tell you.
Were you present?
Yes.
When Sadibu was questioned?
Yes, with Musa Jame. Yes, I was there.
Were you present when Sadibu was beaten?
If I could remember, yes, with Musa Jame.
And he was tortured. He was beaten. He was asked questions.
Yes, yes.
And in fact, you were the person asking questions.
Yes, I asked questions.
And with Sadibu, you were the one asking questions.
No, I didn't ask Sadibu questions. For Sadibu Council, no. Musa Jame was asking questions.
But you were present.
Yes, I was there.
And you were the head of the group.
Yes, I was there.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I think I can move on. It's convenient point to stop.
Yes.
We go for the break and
Yes,
we
sir.
do coffee. And thank you very much for answering my question.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you very much, Council. I do hope that when we come back, we'll get clarity on these three teams of interrogators, cum torturers. Because that's the first time I'm hearing three different teams, possibly using different methods of torture. If you can get some clarity on that when we come back, we'd appreciate it. We would take a 30-minute break, come back at 12 noon. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Fear over electoral rigging rocks Zimbabwe as the country.
Yesterday, after listening to Prime Minister May's assessment of the state of the negotiations,
Why it is our diocesan patron feast day is because the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Assumption is dedicated.
Do not have it in their mindset or in their psyche that we are playing against Algeria.